Welcome to Joe Tom King Field here at Gulf Coast State, here at the home of the Lady Commodore softball team. And I'm Scott Thomas. I'm head softball coach. I'm with my assistant coach, Nia Tucker. And we're here to do our virtual camp here to show you guys a little bit about some fundamentals with regards to hitting this morning. So what we're going to talk about mainly is our stance setup and our swing, and then we're going to give you a drill that's going to help us kind of take it from the standing still all the way through to hitting a ball that's actually sitting on a tee for us. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So first of all, I'm going to have Coach. She's going to be my hitter for today. And Coach played at Charlotte University in North Carolina, Division I program. They did a great job there, and then went on to play in the professionally in Europe. So I think she's doing a pretty good job here of showing us what we need to do. But anyway, here we go. So she's going to go ahead and get in her stance, okay? And if you're going to watching her in it from the way she sets, and go ahead and bring your hands up, coaches, if you're going to get ready to hit, okay? So her feet are a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Okay, she's bent, her knees are bent slightly. Straighten out your knees, coach. Okay, see the difference between a straight knee and then a bent knee? Okay, so she's going to be in a straightened out, she's going to bend her knees just a little bit. Then she's going to be bent slightly at the waist. If she stood straight up, she'd be a little bit more upright, okay? So she's going to be bent at the knees, bent at the waist, okay? And then her hands are going to be right here above her shoulder, which is a little bit higher than the top of her strike zone, okay? Which is kind of right at the sternum, okay? If you notice here, she's got her front elbow is bent, okay? It's almost at a 90 to a 45 instead of being straight out, okay? She's got her elbow not stuck way up in here in the air where she's not gonna lock in. She's gonna be right here where it's relaxed, okay? And it should feel very normal and relaxed for her. The next thing is really important, is probably the most important piece besides the hands, and we're gonna talk about the grip here in just a second. And she's gonna hit, her highs are gonna be high, level, looking at the pitcher. Now, if you guys were at home, okay, and you were to be watching your video screens, you're watching a computer, TV, whatever, you wouldn't stand around watching it like this, would you? So she's not going to turn her head like this, okay? She's not going to do this the other way or one way or the other. She's going to have her eyes high and level as if she's watching TV, okay, and or watching a video screen, iPad, whatever you guys are looking at these days. Okay, so that's going to be the basic stance. Now, the one thing that I didn't talk about is the grip, okay? And so when we look at her grip, Coach is going to have, for the most part, if you can see, and this is not totally true exactly, but when she gets her grip together, her door knocking knuckles, okay, we're talking about our door knocking knuckles, are pretty much in a line. They may be just a little bit off, but they're pretty much, the deal is to see where her wrists are, okay, her wrists are going to be closer together. If she goes with the flat in the back, now she's working against herself, okay? So as long as her wrists are closer together, she's going to be in about where she needs to be with her grip. So go ahead and stand in there. So as she stands in, she's going to feel the weight's going to be kind of balanced, okay? So balance, what do we talk about when we're talking about balance, okay? Do we have to balance on our bicycle or our scooter? Absolutely, it's very important, right? If we were jumping a rope, we have to be balanced. We can't be out of sorts trying to jump a rope, okay? So everything that we do athletically, including hitting, starts in a balanced standpoint. She may have a little bit more weight on her back foot, okay, but for the most part, she's going to be balanced. If I came up and try to push Coach over, she's going to be standing. If she was not balanced, okay, and her knees weren't bent, then I could push her over very, very easily. So she wants to be balanced. Okay, that's a big part of hitting. Okay, now she's going to start out. We're going to go from there to the swing really quickly. Okay, and she's going to kind of go in slow motion. So let's go to the first piece. Huh? Yeah, just go ahead and load. Okay, so the first movement she does is a backwards motion, okay? This is what we call, probably the easiest way to remember it is the loading or trigger mechanism. This is what gets us going, okay? This gets us started. We're not standing still and going into it. She loads her hands, okay? And then as soon as she loads her hands, the next step movement is gonna be with her front foot. Now notice this. This is very important when we're learning how to swing the bat, so we don't swing. It's a two-piece motion, okay? So you're not swinging and stepping at the same time. So if you're looking at me, it's not this, okay? It's step and swing. So watch Coach. She steps and then she starts her hands. Okay, as she starts her hands forward, okay, she's going to be trying to take the biggest part of the barrel. She's trying to get on plane with the ball, okay, and get through contact point, okay? Well, that means when the ball is coming in here, she's going to be able to she's going to be coming at contact point, okay? Go ahead and start it back again, okay? Okay, we're going to go through it slow motion again. Notice she kept her hands inside the ball, not like if she was gonna, I don't know if you guys like to fish, okay, but a fishing motion, if I'm going to cast out a lure on a fishing rod, I'd be doing this, okay? So it'd be more of an elbow than a wrist. In this case, she's going to be doing shoulder, elbow, wrist this way instead of no shoulder and just flipping it out with your elbow, okay? So that's where she wants to be as she gets through the ball. As she finishes the ball, then her hips are gonna come through. The back hip is gonna point towards where the ball came from, and she's gonna finish her swing and get all the way through the swing, get through the ball. So that's just kind of a basic, Coach. I'm gonna let you do about, let's go slow all the way through. One more time. All right. Now she's going to go ahead and she's going to give us 2 full dry swings. Very good. Very good. Okay. So that's the swing. That's the stance. That's what's going to get us to the swing. And then we're going to get through the ball. So now let's add the ball to it. And how we're going to do this is we're going to start out doing the T drill, just like you do in T-ball. We do that at our level too, okay? So remember, everything that we're doing, we're trying to do in a balanced state of mind. It's all about balance and timing, okay? And that's how we hit the ball with any kind of proficiency, okay, and doing it well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the T to the mix. Okay, actually let me move back for you. Okay, now T drills are very simple. The ball is sitting there, and what we would do is we would change where the ball needs to be in order to make contact with it, okay? If it's going to be an inside pitch, it's going to be here. If it's going to be an outside pitch, it's going to be here, with her being a right-handed hitter. But we're going to set this up just down the middle, and this is what I'd like for you guys to work on. Just set it up down the middle, just like it's coming down the middle of the plate. And what you're going to be doing is it's going to be set up. You can see where her stride foot mark is. Go ahead and stride for us, Coach. Okay, and so this one down the middle is going to be right off of her front foot. Okay, it's going to be right off the front foot right there where she's going to make contact with. So I'm going to let her go ahead and hit a couple balls here. All right, line drive, and that's what we want. What she just did was she hit a line drive. We want to see the ball come off the bat and want it to get out straight through in a line, trying to catch the center of the ball. Okay, now that's a good example of maybe what not to do. She got the top half of the ball that time, so she hit a weak ground ball to our shortstop that time. Okay, that's very good too. That ball is hit back up through the middle hard, okay? So when it's a pitch down the middle, we want to be able to hit back to the middle of the field, the big part of the field. Okay, so hey, I got a fancy Springer tee right here that's on here. So what do we do if we don't have the tee? Well, how about, let's use a traffic cone. Okay, now this ball is, this would be at the lower part of her strike zone, down at the bottom of her strike zone at her knees, but we could also take this and set it up on a block, make it a little higher if we need to. We can do other things to it. We're just going to leave it down there. We're going to make it more challenging for Coach today to hit the ball that's down low. This is going to be a tough one. She hasn't been doing this in a while. And even though she hit the cone that we're using as a tee, she hit a line drive, did exactly what we need her to do on that. It's a great job right there, Coach. Okay, one more time. Let's see if she does it again. She did. She rolled over top of it. The second ones are tough for her, so she's rolled over top of those. But here we go. All right, she hit another one hard back through the middle. So this is what we're trying to get done here with regards to taking it from a stance into a swing, and then what we're trying to do with a tee drill and what we're trying to get out of it. You try this at home, come to our camps over here at Gulf Coast, and we'll kind of work on it, make it even better. But while you're at home on this, use these drills, and we hope you have a lot of success.